We're really focusing on relentless execution, but like streamlining everything. That's a big thing for us. Like to the back end of last year, we were busy idiots. And you don't realize how much it is until you step away from it.
100%.
And you're like, how the fuck did we cope? My mum stayed in November and December, and she's just like, not everyone's built like you and Ads. Some of the stuff you talk about like gives her physical anxiety. She's like, I could not deal with that level of stress or commitment or overheads on a day-to-day basis. She's like, I don't know how you sleep at night sometimes.
You're not looking at shit emails and answering shitty questions and just getting all those little micro distractions all the time. Yeah. Like you can smack it out. The problem is we just try and do a million things at once and you're like a mile wide, inch deep kind of thing.
People can leverage their past network and connections, like people that want to go and do consulting. It's just high agency. Like go and put that list together, find out what skill you have that you can monetize away from your current career, and who do you already know that would pay you to solve a problem that you can solve for them through that skill. We've done it again. We are back to the Two Blokes One Business podcast.
You counting up the two of us here?
Yeah, I was just double checking that I was in the room. Ads is back from New Zealand. I think this is a second episode that we're doing in Jan. Correct. The first one we time travelled, didn't we?
We did, mate.
Which was very fun.
New Zealand, awesome. First time. Everyone says it. It's one of those places. Everyone goes, oh, you'll love it. You have the best time. And they're always like, oh, yeah, it can't be that good. It actually is. It's class.
Mate, early doors, you put a picture on your Instagram story of a lake. And I said that is AI.
That's Lake Tekapo. For everyone listening at home.
Lake, how do you spell that?
Tekapo.
Oh,
beautiful. The colour's just outrageous, but it's because it's all the minerals from the rock because it comes down as a mountain.
Yeah.
So it's not like clear, it's actually blue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like crystal clear water, like it's actually like a blue.
The water's blue.
From all the minerals and stuff, and that's why it looks AI.
Shit.
Like,
do you swim in it?
Not that one, but when I got to Wanaka, I went for a dip.
Yeah. Are you allowed to swim in the blue one?
Yeah, it's just like rock minerals and stuff. And that's like what filters through down to the water. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Like the dams.
Yeah, so today's subject is geology with Pally.
Anyway.
Mr. Powell.
But New Zealand, awesome. Camper vans, massive fan. Little side note before we get stuck in, I reckon we might camper van through Europe next year.
Oh, wow.
Not like full.
Have you had that approved yet?
Yeah, I'll start to speak to the boss. But probably going to start in Portugal, get to Spain, France.
That'd be nice. Like coastal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be real nice.
We just love it. Making spag bowls in the van.
Spag bowl?
Yeah.
How many spag bowls do you have in New Zealand?
We had two. Bacon, eggs, and brekkie. Tell me I'm not living.
It's not hard, is it?
It's not. What are you up to, mate?
I went to Woodford Festival with the fam over Chrissy and New Year. Fucking awesome. Shut the phone in the caravan for 9 days. Just, FaceTimes with the family. That was the only time I used it. Really fully embodied my inner hippie.
Love it.
For 9 days, and it was very, very refreshing. I feel grounded to earth.
How many showers do you have?
Hey?
How many times do you have a shower?
Every day.
Nice.
Yeah. Did they not shower?
No, that full hippie then.
Okay. Yeah. No, showered every day. It was cold. The shower was cold. The temperature was not cold.
Stinking.
It was good, man. Just saw some really good bands, actually. Last time I went, I don't remember the level of music being as good. We saw a band called Large Mirage. And...
Fuck off.
What?
How'd you spell that?
Large Mirage. Large. One word.
Got yeah. Sorry.
Mirage.
Yeah.
Mirage. Fucking spelling bee as well. They just toured with AC/DC.
Ah, real good.
How'd you spell that?
That is good.
Oh, we're so back.
Oh, that is real good. I was actually thinking who the fuck that was then, but yeah.
Yeah, no, mate, they were really good.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, really good. So,
it seems to be getting bigger. I think that whole slower, more connected to earth, I guess hippie movement, right? I'm not saying it's the fucking 1960s, but people connect to in nature. I think it's getting more popular, which then will make the festival more popular, which means they got a bit more wonga to spend on.
Yeah, to be fair, the festival's been massive for years. It's been going 30, 40 years, I think. But it's the same crowd. A lot of people you speak to there, it's it's my 14th Woodford.
Yeah.
Brit's auntie dug out some pictures of Woodford 22 years ago when Brit was 8 years old. And
do you reckon you'll do it? You'll be a lifer?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we go every other year.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice because
cool.
you do Brit's family, obviously we do 1 year at Woodford with the whole fam. And then like, obviously, because you've got partners, it's like her sister will do next Christmas with Marty's fam and all that. Mate, it's just an incredible thing. It's good to reflect at Christmas when you have a break, but I find that festival, just the way it is and set up, it kind of just makes you reflect a bit more and like look at what's important for yourself. And we've kind of come back, and the theme for us this year is full hammer, as we discussed. That is the catchphrase and slogan. But for us, we're really focusing on relentless execution, but like streamlining everything. That's a big thing for us. Like to the back end of last year, we were busy idiots. Like it was a lot. And you don't realize how much it is until you step away from it.
100%.
And you're like, how the fuck did we cope? So this year we've kind of gone, what does our perfect week or perfect life or perfect role look like? And then what are the steps in between to get there? And we both seem like we've reflected, and the clarity feels really good at the moment.
It's catch-22, because to get this perfect week to get there, there's a fuckload of work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to do that, we need more people, which we've got 3 starting next week. And then we'll need another couple in July. We obviously need training, support, all that stuff.
4 support staff across those 4 new people as well.
Yeah. So there's a lot of work to do, but if we can get it right in 12 months' time, the people we kind of look up to, not on a local level, but like who are in touch and distance, the Benny Handlers, the Matty Schramers, the people who seem to manage their time, not have their time manage them. That's the kind of structure they've got around them.
Yeah, a good way to describe it, I think, is we've got a lot of work to do to push through where we're at now. Because at the moment now, we're just doing everything. We are the risk points in the business. A fair bit of work to do. Hire 6 or 7 new people, or maybe 8, like some onshore, some offshore. That will then get us to a point where, weirdly, there's not less to do, but probably more flexibility. Like you've then got enough structure in the business where you can finish at midday on a Wednesday and go and play golf, or go and do a networking day and not feel guilty that you're not on the tools, or take a week off and actually take the week off and turn your phone or emails off, because there's enough layers in between that can kind of keep things moving. Right now, it don't feel like that. Or it didn't. Not pre-Chrissy anyway.
I think Danny and Albie would be massive. Like coming in, just slotting in, helping us with revenue pressure. I think what you said earlier on that coaching call we had with Costdog, like you can go and do a full day's work in 4 hours if all you're doing is the work. If you're not looking at shit emails and answering shitty questions and just getting all those little micro distractions all the time, like you can smack it out. The problem is we just try and do a million things at once, and you're like a mile wide, inch deep kind of thing. Yeah,
I think we're trying to be really intentional with our time, and you said a good thing about deep work blocks, like just locking in. Because when you do lock in, like going to a cafe on the Wednesday, work from home. I used to come here, but there's still a couple of people here, or there's so many distractions. Going to a cafe, like other than the laptop, there's nothing else for me to do there. So I just seem to lock in and just punch through.
And a lot of people around you are doing the same thing at cafes. Like if you're at a cafe on a Wednesday morning, likely it's people who are work from home or just don't have an office, and they're just fucking smacking it out. Whereas Harwell is so much fun, but fuck, you get caught up just laughing your head off.
Well, even today, like a couple of lads I went to uni with, Sonny and Luke, like they're visiting at the moment. They want to move out here. I think they both quite like to work for Harwell, but they wanted to come in, see the office, like what we've achieved, and like they come in for half an hour, and it's just everyone's just in stitches. And it's like it's great and it's awesome. It's culture. It's why people love it. But then you're like, for me and you at the moment, where we're so stretched and 100% of our time is already full, that half an hour you got to go and find somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, even this started 20 minutes late, right? Because of that. I'm going to start this at 3 and it's fucking 3:30. But it is what it is. But what you want to do? Well, actually, to be honest, we don't have a fucking clue what we're going to do because we're so busy. Remember, we just said
we're free balling. We haven't planned, which stresses me out.
Yeah.
Even though I plan and it ads just goes off track anyway. Oh, brilliant.
I never actually read it, eh?
I don't send it to you anymore.
Nah, no point. So what we want to do is just talk about, I guess, some of those intentional changes coming into the business, why we're making them, what we're trying to achieve through it. Because really the whole podcast is about people who are, again, where we are, potentially a year behind, 2 years behind, 3 years behind, 5 years behind.
Yeah.
But at some point, think they want to get to a size or some kind of business that we've got. We just want to give the warts and all of what's going on in our world, in our brains. And then whatever we fuck up, you can try not to fuck up. Whatever we get right, you might jot down and do the same.
I think that's a good way. We'll update you on where those intentions are, but then probably the why and the lesson behind the why. We're quite lucky that we've got a lot of business connections naturally through what we do that are way, way, way further ahead than us. And we've got a number of different kind of official and unofficial mentors that do share so many lessons with us. So we effectively just try to regurgitate those, try it in our business, and then give you a lot of feedback.
That's the magic formula.
Which mentor gave us full hammer?
I think his name is David Moyes.
He's not a full hammer anymore. He's a full toffee.
Well, good. Oh, that's harsh. Good. So, kicking us off, well, the easy ones, 3 new faces next week, which is really, really good. And they're 3 big signings in a January transfer window as well, which is not always easy to get your top target. We've gone out there, we've signed them early on pre-contract deals, and we are buzzing.
Yeah.
I'll talk about Albie first, and you talk about Danny, and then we'll have a chat about Mark. So Albie's going to come and do construction with me. The Pommy, shock, just fits it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited to go and run around with him and meet clients and get on sites. He's just so Harwell, that fella.
Do you want to tell him what you said earlier?
so Albie's in good nick. Right?
He is in great nick, and he's good looking.
The girls at the office,
Fucking hell.
I found him on Instagram. He said, "Oh, Albie," and I hadn't looked at it. He must have a couple of shirtless pics on there because they're like, he's got abs coming out his ears. So anyway, I'm doing a year no drinking.
If we haven't told you by now,
yeah, and I naturally lose fat pretty quick. Like my problem is putting it on. So without the drinking, I reckon I'll be shred lord as well. So if I can buy August, September, me and Al will probably just be bowling around construction sites shirtless.
It'd be like the bloody cast of Magic Mike walking around a Goldie, high vis, no shirts.
With some CVs.
Some CVs and a hard hat. Why you pink fluffy hard hats?
But in seriousness, he's at that stage of his career where he's got plenty of years experience and he's been to a few different environments as well. So he knows what kind of environment's right. He knows what's definitely not right. I think we'll blow him away with the systems and the detail and the depth we go to. But he's just keen as mustard. Over here, he might be able to get a partner visa, but we might sponsor him as well. So he wants to stay in the country. He's got that chip on his shoulder. Just fits the mold so much. And I can be a little bit picky and pedantic with people I work real closely with. There's got a bit of a weird thing about, unless I absolutely fucking love you, I really struggle to let you into my world, which is why Jackie's so good because we're such good friends outside of work.
Yeah.
But Albie's a dream, hopefully.
He's got everything there. He's like, in the football world, he's the young lad coming through that's got all the talent. And you just need the right nurturing and moulding now. And I think some of the environments he's been in didn't sound amazing or not quite right for him anyhow, how he likes to operate. So I think this environment and working with you, I think should get the best out of him and we'll get him to kick on again. I've got no doubt that'll be a good success.
Back in this year, yeah. Now, what about Danny? Danny's been a long time target.
Yeah, wow. Ages ago, I had this idea. I was like, if we can get like a qualified accountant in my world to come and we'll teach them recruitment, it really kind of kicked the wheels in motion for thinking about RAI. But obviously not everyone wants to go out and start their own recruitment agency. So I put a post out, said basically I'm looking for a qualified accountant who wants a career change and wants to be personally mentored by me and move into recruitment. And, year 1 OTE is XYZ. And in all honesty, I think in my head I had a picture of quite a lot of junior people that perhaps thought they'd gone down the wrong path reaching out. The 3 or 4 people that did reach out were actually extremely senior, like nearly at CFO level. And Danny was one of them. And I'd actually registered Danny maybe 2 years ago, like a candidate registration, because I had a job early Harwell days. He was back in England. He'd spent time over here, worked for some big corporates like Combank. Super impressive resume. I met him on a video call and I was like, fuck, this guy's a weapon, even for finance roles. He's Londoner, shock, another Pommy, like looks the part, like talks really well and obviously extremely intelligent. He's been in a senior finance career for 18 years. And then he reached out and I remember going to ads. I was like, mate, I've got the guy. Yeah. And ads always has this thing. Whenever we go to meet finance people, right, I'm like, mate, one of my clients, CFO, legend, wants to go for a beer. Ads has just got like in his head this like little nerd with a waistcoat, a fucking abacus and some little like glasses with the plaster around the middle. Like that's what he's picturing. And he's, oh yeah, what? So we go, oh, actually he's all right. And then I was like, mate, I've got the guy. And he's like, oh yeah, really? What's he like? I was like, mate, we're doing a video call.
Yeah.
He's like on the fence, comes out of the video call. He goes, yeah, we got the guy.
Yeah. You can't blame me though, eh? Some of them are a bit stiff.
Yeah. And he's really impressive. Like, he's got insane levels of credibility. Like, technically, he knows all of the roles we'll recruit, and he's worked in a lot of them. He's worked for some really big corporates. We recruit for big companies, but don't do loads in the corporate world. So I think he'll open up some new doors, which would be cool. But yeah, we're just that idea that we believe in so much of pulling people across from an old career teaching and recruitment. He is the ICP.
A story I love about him from recently. So we've had a massive lead in. When did we actually first start talking to him?
It'd been over 6 months ago.
Yeah, because he was moving up from Sydney, so a fair bit to do and everything else. And before Chrissy Harv goes, well, mate, get me a list of 50 of people you've worked with, you know of, who might potentially be candidates or clients from the finance world.
Yeah, and this is a good lesson for anyone trying to start a business from their current role, by the way.
And just in general of how you want to, if you got an interview, you got something to do, this is how you fucking make your new boss go, you're the man. Yeah. So I've asked for 50 people, which is a bit of a task anyway, right? Like a lot of people just go, fuck that, I don't work for you yet. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So Danny sends a list back with over 200 with notes and comments and tabs and columns of all these people he knows, right? And now I'm not involved in this, and Harv's gone, mate, have a look at this. I'm just going, that guy is going to be super successful. Yeah. Hopefully with us, but whatever that he does in life.
Yeah.
Because he's got the absolute minerals to go and do that stuff.
Yeah, and we did an exercise where he went and basically touched base with all those people, updated them on the change that was happening, and basically said, look, I'd love the opportunity to discuss how we can work with you from the other side of the fence. He's got, I think he reckons, between 10 and 20 calls booked for Jan. Not like at this stage, just people, hey mate, yeah, sounds good. Let's have a chat. You convert half of those into clients, you're going to be flying. One of them came back and said, hey mate, yeah, I'll keep you up to date. 2 days later, hey mate, I've actually got a couple of jobs. Put us in touch with director for APAC for their company. We did a video call this afternoon. They want to hire 12 roles in 2026.
You have to buy a fucking ticket. That's what it is.
Buy a ticket.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Right? And the ticket starts from Danny. And what I mean by that is if we weren't so excited about him, you never would have asked him to do 50 names. You just treated him as, I don't say normal hire, but would have been, yeah, day one, we'll do this. Because you know he's got a bit about him. You're like, oh, mate, give me 50 names and we can start to do a bit. He's then blown us out the water and gives us 200. So you're even more juiced up and believe in him now. Yeah. And then we fired the emails out, and then we've got the reply and the response. And I've seen you guys on video calls. Like, this guy still hasn't started. You haven't paid him a cent yet. And he's been on video calls with half going, hey, mate, with this meeting, how do we do it? What do we do? He wants to learn. And people like that, you just give them everything and more because you know they're going to take it on board, use it, and grow. Even
going back to, like, you know, how important the energy is that you give off. And people don't realize how much of an impact or an impression that can make on people. Like, from the first minute, even when people that were so high level that were messaging me about this change, I was like, you're still skeptical, right? Because these guys have studied for 5 years, 18 years, over 2 decades, right? They've spent committed to this career. And for most of that, they're trying to get to this mecca of CFO. He hadn't done that yet. So kind of part of me is going, wow, this is a big change. But there is not 1 second that he has faltered or doubted it. Like, from day one, from the first call, he's been like, boys, I've been tracking you for ages. Harv impressed me when I first met him. He's just been in. And he's a perfect example of the analogy, burn the boats.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, from the minute he spoke to us, he was like, I'm going to fucking do this. And not 1 ounce of him has doubted it or regretted it ever since. And he has just gone absolutely full hammer. So I got no doubt that on Wednesday, it's not even his first day yet, and he's going to, he's got 2 jobs on already. Okay. So in month 1 of recruitment, he could be coming in and putting 40K through the door straight away, which is going to put a fair bit of coin in his pocket.
Bang. That's what it's about.
There's so many lessons in that for people. One, like you said, you go into a new interview or you want a promotion, go and be high agency and do the work and be proactive. But when we're talking about RAI, we think people can leverage their past network and connections to start a biz op. There'll be so many different versions of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, people that want to go and do consulting. Like, it's just high agency. Like, go and put that list together. Find out what skill you have that you can monetize away from your current career, and who do you already know that would pay you to solve a problem that you can solve for them through that skill, and start having those conversations before you've even left the job, because you're effectively just pressure testing the market. But AJ from Revel Saunas, he got a 15-minute monologue on here about how they pressure tested the market before they even posted a fucking post or picked a business name. That's effectively all we've done with Danny.
And then we got Big Marky. So Mark is a remote professional from the Philippines. He's going to be working the labour hire crew. So we had a Phil start about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Mid-October.
Yeah.
And he's been kind of just learning the ropes, coming from New Zealand to here. We do things a little bit differently. The system, the process, and the candidate side of the world. So now we're letting Philly out the gate. He's going to go take on the world in civils, go bang on the sites of Andy Rue, and then Mark's going to come and be that kind of admin support, because in the temp labour hire world, if you're not in recruitment, probably doesn't mean much to you, but there's a lot of compliance and safety and documentation and timesheets and payroll. It's a bit of a head fuck, so you need someone who's fully across it, hey? Yeah. It seems like a ledge. I'm really excited to see what Mark does for us. Him and Andy Rue are quite similar as people. So
they are very similar.
So I think, they'll get along really well.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, like H people are coming on the pod soon, actually.
Yeah.
They've utilised the remote professional model extremely well. They've now started Wingman with John O'Bell, who's done it incredibly well in the real estate industry. There's so many benefits to it. And like, before you even talk about, 100%, it costs less to hire people overseas than in Australia. That's why a lot of people do it. But before you even talk about that, like the commitment and the personal touch and the attitude that Mark's shown before day one, and even from talking to the H people guys, the level of work and commitment they get from their remote professionals sometimes far outweighs what you get from Australian people that you would potentially be interested in a role like that.
And if we're talking about where we've gone wrong, when we first started Harwell, H people are always like, this is what we do. We get remote professionals in, we scale, we grow. We're like, we want to keep it in-house. Culture is everything, all of this. And now we've fucking gone, you know what? That's not the right decision, right? Because there's no point in hiring a 6 out of 10 locally when you can go and get a 9 out of 10 offshore for half the cost, right? At the end of the day, it's the work that's being done. But that was a good humbling moment for us, because we were quite sure of ourselves, we're going to build it all internally, blah, blah, blah. And yes, they're a little bit of a more cost-effective resource that gives you more money than to go and build the business. So it's a win-win. Yeah.
We had to eat humble pie on that one. I remember time saying to you, mate, we'll never offshore, it'll always be in-house. We'll obviously share that when the boys come on the pod in Feb. But it's a massive thing in business. Like, you're not ever going to get anything right. Even when you've been doing it for 30 years, you're still going to get things wrong. And it's like so important as a skill, even in the workplace or like in your relationship at home, to be able to acknowledge when, okay, I've actually done something wrong here. I fucked up. I'm going to learn, and this is what we'll do off the back of it. Otherwise, if you're just in this constant state of denial and you know more than anyone else and you know better, I just think you repel everyone. You just become the people. He's a bit of a dick.
You don't need help then, swear you're not going to get any.
Yeah, all right, mate. You know it. Okay, you go do it. Well, you're not Elon Musk, and even he gets stuff wrong.
So that's the 3 newbies, which is going to be good. AI, probably a little bit of slower than I'd like, to be honest. But I probably underestimated the fucking work that needs to be done to get it right. Like, we could have rushed things through. I've been working on this with AI Institute and Josh Sullivan and Benny Handler, and it's been awesome. And I've learned so much. I know enough to be dangerous now. And the amount of foundation work you've got to do with kind of there. But then you get to the other point of it, which I never really considered, is me sitting there trying to work out fucking automations and get this chatbot to connect to this agent and all of this. It's not worth my hourly rate to the business for me to be sitting there clacking keys and doing something I've got no idea about, when I could be out meeting clients, hiring, onboarding new team members.
Who not how?
Who not how? So now we're at the point where, with Josh's help, we're going to get a resource to now go and deliver the automations. Yeah. We know what we want. We've got the big 12-month plan. We've got the checklist. We've got the dashboard. But now it's going to come, and it's going to come pretty quick. I feel like the team are like, what the fuck is all this AI stuff you keep talking about? Like ChatGPT, we leverage really, really well, and we use different bits and pieces. We're further along than most, but now I've done all the work. I know what's possible with it. I just can't wait just to absolutely let rip and just get this resource, just building them. Bang, 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 every couple of weeks. All right, now this new thing that used to take you 3 hours, 4 hours a week, it's gone. And the next one, another 4 hours. And again, before you know it, mate, we'll be with that, plus our remote professionals, plus our general upskilling of our team and coaching and mentoring, we're going to be a fucking hell of a business.
A reflection and learning, right? What we've had to do now, like we obviously got to go on a bit of a hiring spree to push through, because we've put ourselves in a not bad situation. Fucking the business is doing really, really well. Just fucking hit top 5 on their AFR, if you didn't know.
I'm doing 12 months sober.
And I went to New Zealand. But what have we learned? We've now had to hire to push through this ceiling, because we learned that we were the the high risk people in
So
the business.
key person risk is the official term.
Basically means there is far too much risk in our business on mine and yours' shoulders. And what we mean by that, if Adam went back to New Zealand tomorrow and decided he never wanted to work for Harwell again, there's too much risk on his shoulders where if you pull all of his revenue out of the business and then mine at the same time, it's then in a sticky situation. So neither of us, that's a bad example, neither of us are going to decide to just leave and walk away. But what if Ads gets hit by a car? Because him and Albie are running around topless on site and someone goes, fuck these guys.
They'll bounce off us.
Yeah. But that's effectively key person risk in a nutshell. So now we're going on a bit of a journey to build ourselves out of the business. We'll still stay on the tools because we love it, and it's important to actually know who's who in the zoo and what's happening so we can make sure we train the team right. But it'll be Harv and Adam have to build Harv and Adam build because they want to, and it's the cherry on the top, not Harv and Adam need to build for Harwell to have a great year. So it's just that evolution of business. I'd love to have we kind of did try and do it earlier, didn't we? We just got the wrong people and it didn't work.
Well,
so
yeah,
put us a few steps back.
Before that, we didn't have a fucking clue
No.
how to onboard, how to train. Like, you've been doing a lot of work with Costco, ex-recruiter on our onboarding, and I had a look at it today, and it is elite. Like, they are going to walk out of those 2 days knowing exactly what we're about, what the expectations are, and like, let's absolutely go. No one else has had that.
Here's a good one then, because in hindsight, it'd be amazing to have done that amazing onboarding before those first few people came into the business, and maybe it would have set them up for success better. But did we learn more by making the mistakes? Because I think so many people don't do things like the business idea because they're scared of making mistakes. But really, that's where you're always going to make mistakes. You have to go and fucking make them, learn, and then you get it right.
100%. And unfortunately, it's a bit of a scapegoat type situation. Like, we had to kind of get it wrong first to then get it right. And unfortunately, they were the people who got it wrong with. You know, that was never the intention, right? We only obviously hired people thinking it was going to be sunshine and rainbows, but that was probably our problem. We didn't portray how hard the day-to-day can be until, you know, you're a couple of years in and people are calling you, you're not banging on doors, and you come out the other side. We probably spoke about our own experience, you know, which was 10 years in between the two of us as opposed to day one.
Yeah, agreed. Whereas the new guys, the onboarding,
brutal.
The first hour, Harv's motivational presentation, they'll be 6 inches taller.
Fuck yeah.
Bet you're glad I said taller.
Settle down, Elwie. I'm actually keen to see it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it looks like. Rosie's putting it together. I've done the content, and then I will deliver motivational vibes on the day. And then Kostog's going to absolutely smash through Recruitment 101, which would be good. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Two Blokes One Business podcast.
Now, apart from being world-class podcasters, we also run a recruitment agency called Harwell.
If you're keen to learn a little bit more about what we do, then head over to our Instagram @Harwell Group and check us out.
Back to the app. So key person risk, we spoke about new hires called SOPs. We did a shitload of work at the back end of last year of getting just the candidate process documented. So now we've got the Harwell way, and we've got the Labour Hire way as well. And that's on Notion. We've got the actual SOP. So it might be how to do a candidate call, and then there's a Loom vid of me and Harv talking about that document. So the reason we say, how have you been, instead of how are you, is it triggers someone in their brain, it scrambles them for a minute, and they go, oh, have we met before? Yes, we have. Anyway, on you go. Rather than how are you? And then you think you're just another cold caller. Little things like that.
Yes. And we talk about you have to go and make some mistakes to learn. That is one mistake you don't need to make. If I was starting a new business today, I actually said this to Tyson because he wants to grow his physio practice and hire people. I said, mate, fucking from day one, document every single process. Every time you do something new, document it.
Film it, yeah.
Just document it, film it, do a Loom video, put it in a folder, Google Drive, Notion, whatever. Because that's going to save you so much pain. And when you do get those new hires in, they're going to be set up a little bit better. And he has, to be fair. And that is one thing I definitely wish that we did from day one.
But saying that, mate, they'd be fucking wrong. Because what we do now, what our processes are now, are completely different.
Yeah, but do you think that'd have been easier to update though? Let's say we'd done something, it was 70% of the way there, just to slightly tweak them rather than we went from 0 to 1 million. We actually went back to the kitchen table.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good day.
Yeah. it's like, mate, we need to go back to our roots here. The kitchen table, like old days. Me and Ads.
The good old days.
SOPing.
Whimsical. Whimsical's like this flow chart.
Oh, don't get him started.
God, it's hard.
Don't get him bloody started.
I don't know if it's worth the time it takes either.
Don't tell Josh that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's good to have that there at the very ground level and you build on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't tell Josh.
Mate, do you think it's a good time for question time?
Yeah, a little halftime interlude.
Yeah.
Cool. What we got?
I've got to find him.
All right, I'll tell another story then in the meantime. Golf. So that's what's a big one for this year.
There is a golf-related question.
Perfect. So Harv's been heavily into golf over the last couple of months, dragging me along mentally rather than physically yet. But I'm going to get there, and we've got a golf day booked in 27th of March with one of Harv's clients. So I've got a window now to go and get semi-decent, to not embarrass myself. That's part of this perfect calendar when we can go and build structure and everything else and get away from the office. Wednesday, Arvo's golf days, baby.
Yeah, and there's a bigger thing to that. Energy management is honestly one of it. Like we just flog ourselves and going out to golf for a few hours, like put the phone away, got your smart watches. If anything's urgent, you'll be all right. But it's just energy management. We had this conversation earlier. We reckon like if you've got 50 hours to do the work, you'll make it take 50 hours. Whereas to take a bit of time out, energy management, try and do the same amount of work in 45 hours because that's all you've got, because golf is your kind of weekly thing. You'll get it done in 45 hours, but then the restorative kind of energy you'll get from that golf will then kick you on and make it a bit easier. Matty Shrama's in as well. We have got one spot.
Maybe that's just a rotating, buy a ticket, win the raffle kind of thing. Any pod favourites, reach out.
Cundy's very keen.
Yeah.
But
he's at lunchtime, isn't he?
Yeah, he goes to Caboolture like 2 a.m. because it takes 28 million hours to get there. Anyway, question time. We've got some funny ones and some serious ones. I'm at the point where imposter syndrome is starting. How do I get over that?
I'm going to give a real philosophical answer here is get over it by taking action.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you'll ever get over it is by doing the thing anyway. Mm-hmm. And then eventually you'll see everyone else around you thinking the same thing anyway, and they're still doing it. Yeah. And they're surrounded by a bunch of action takers who will think they shouldn't be doing it, but do it anyway. Yeah. And then bang, you're on.
My answer's the same, but different. Okay. Mine is reframe it that when you feel imposter syndrome, that's a very, very good thing. That's because you're growing.
What's the context? Put that one in the context of the person. That's their name, but
they're effectively just launching a business. So for me, it's reframing it as a good thing. Mm-hmm. You feel imposter syndrome because you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. So you're growing. And then as you do that, you'll get comfortable. And then to keep moving forward, you need to step outside of it again and feel imposter syndrome again. If you're someone that has never felt imposter syndrome for the last 5 years, look back over the last 5 years, not in a nasty way, but I bet much hasn't changed.
The good thing to do as well is kind of own it. I think imposter syndrome comes, or it gets amplified when you try to pretend that you're not a newbie.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? If I'm new in business, I'm trying to pretend or act like I've been here for 5 years. Whereas actually, people who've been in there for 5 years miss that fearlessness and energy of being brand new when no one's got any expectations of you. So lean into it. Just go, hey, this is my first week of this business. So far, I've broken this, and this, but the best thing's happened, this, and this. Let's see what week 2's got.
I reckon if you went back to early episodes on this podcast, we'd have said, fuck hell, we're back. The first one was shit. We don't really know what we're doing, but we're going to have a crack anyway.
Here again.
I even said this to my mum. She's now got a boyfriend. I put it down to my advice, but when she was going to go on the first date, she hasn't dated in over 10 years. So she was really, really nervous. And she didn't know how to approach it, what to say. I was like, do you know what the first thing you should say is? She's like, what? Hey, I'm really nervous. I haven't done this for 10 years. She's like, why? I was like, because then you don't feel nervous because you've just voiced it. And also it's going to spark a conversation. And do you know what he said? I am too.
Yeah. Have a little laugh and on you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Crack on. So there you go, Mumsy. No worries.
Cheers, Cupid. No, that is good. But good question. And I think it's so valid. And we have imposter syndrome as well.
Every day.
All the time. And even now, it's a bit of a weird one because kind of what I alluded to then, we're 3 years in. And we've kind of, on some parts, we've got this projection, AFR top 5, right? So for certain people, there's a certain expectation of us to be a certain kind of business or a certain kind of person. So then some days you fall into the trap of kind of playing into that and saying, oh, well, I could post this, but would You know, the owner of an AFR top 5 business posts that, and you can't just buy into the bullshit. And that's then you lose your authenticity. You lose like the freedom of what you want to say. You kind of whitewash everything because you're just trying to appease people. So there's so much magic and fun in being brand new. I always say it's our glory days, man, of being at the kitchen table.
Yeah,
I love that, where we just be going, woohoo, we've got a new client or a deal, and we'd be having 0 out beers in the garden at 3 p.m. on a Friday going, fucking what a week, mate.
Go over, give Murph a good fucking scratch on their head. Go on, you bagger. Yeah, even that though, mate, on the AFR, like top 5, think about that title. Fastest growing business. That's not 5th richest business or 5th richest people in Australia. It's actually quite the opposite. The reason you fucking grow so fast is because you pump most of your profit back into the business, into growth. So good. Like the lads that came into the office early, I was in Burley with them the other day, and someone razzed past in a Lambo, and they'll be like, "Oh, you'll be buying one of them next year," and I'm going, "No, I won't, mate. Yeah. I'll have the Triton for another 3 or 4 years, I reckon."
100%, yeah. Not going to be getting rid of my car, but you bang on, right? We could have come 300th on the list and be a lot more well off than we are now. Do you know what I mean? Because we just would have took the money out and fucking gone happy days. But nah, it's all gone back in. These new people who start next week, then pay for themselves.
Yeah.
We believe it's a good bet. Do you know? I believe it's for a...
That's what it is, isn't it? It's educated betting.
Yeah, it's a pot of gold. Oh, it's controlled as well.
Yeah.
We're in control of how well we onboard and how well we manage them and how much we set them up for success.
But and 300th on the FR sounds shit.
If that, I don't even know what the numbers were.
Cool. Another good one. How has a career in recruitment shaped the person you are today?
Do you want to answer that first? You got one on top of your tongue?
Yes. I am so much more knowledgeable in human psychology and how humans operate. We obviously are in the people game. We have to deal with a client over here, sometimes 2 or 3 decision makers in the client side who have a million different feelings and opinions. Then we have candidates over here, which are humans and have a million different emotions and feelings and opinions. We have to be the middle people that align that. And that just doesn't happen by chance. That happens by understanding human behavior and being able to ask the right questions. And that's just in the work setting. And we've invested, I'd say over 100,000 into training and mentorship now to learn all this stuff. And that's obviously skills that you acquire and then you can use in your relationship. Like you start to just understand, okay, my partner's sad today, or they've reacted like this, or why? Or, my kids, it's made me a better dad with my kids, or even us to each other. Like you just start to question more. So I do think that it's made me a lot more of a nurturing and understanding and intellectual in the human psychology space.
Love it. Mine is probably similar but different. Just get to know about what actually goes into industries. Like before getting into recruitment, I had no idea what fucking manufacturing really did, right?
Yeah.
And now I know enough to be dangerous because I recruited a few of them. Construction, I know nothing about. And key industries that support the economy, right? Yeah. I know what certain roles do. I know what priority the CEO of Qantas has got and what stress he might have, right? He's then worried about A, B, and C because of the work that we do. You just get to understand the world more, I think. Yeah. And then the cost of value as well. Yeah. The cost of value, but the impact of adding value. Too, and the cost of inaction, all those different things. And I guess we're lucky because recruitment typically is a service-based business, right? So it's typically high profit, right? If you're a solo recruiter, like you're keeping most of the money you bill. When you grow, as we just mentioned there, you put it all back in. It's a different story. But there's industries like manufacturing, the profit margins are 5%, they're 10%. So they're spending and generating millions and millions of dollars a year just to try and make that 5%. So it's just all these different facets of business you get exposed to, and even the people you speak to as well. Like I started out, I'm 30 now, 8 years or so. So I was 22-ish when I got into recruitment.
Yeah, wow. 8 years now.
Yeah, would it be?
Yeah, it would,
January, yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah, I was 22. And now I was doing the same job I'm doing now. I'm still recruiting in white collar construction. Guys on 300, 400, 500 grand a year, running building companies.
Yeah.
And I'm still having to walk into these boardrooms and pitch to these people.
Yeah.
You grow up pretty fucking quick when you've got guys staring you down, especially when you look younger as well. You just got that impression that you haven't got a fucking clue.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably that side of it too.
Yeah. Love it. That's a good one. Another good one. Zoom out. What's the end goal for Harwell Group?
I guess specify that. Which I mean by group, obviously we've got a couple of different.
I'd say the group, everything.
Okay, cool. So the Harwell Group currently is Harwell, full stop, which is the recruitment. We've got the podcast, which is cool. We've got RAI, which is TBC. And then eventually there's property as well. So the property piece is, again, all this money we're investing back into Harwell, the recruitment business. Hopefully we'll come out the other side, and then there's going to be money then to go and invest. And from what we know, which isn't fucking everything, we see property as being the right investment for us as it stands, to build kind of cash flow assets as we get older, and we can hopefully replace some income. Anything else you'd add, mate? What else in there?
Well, zooming out, what's the end goal? End goal for me, for Harwell Group, obviously all those things you've discussed, but me and you kind of being the pure visionaries of it, leading and inspiring people. I want to build a platform where people can come into those businesses and it changes their lives. It's the reason we want to do RAI, because it's not just grow Harwell to 20 people and change 20 lives, it's changed 20,000 through RAI, like globally. So I'm very passionate about that. We did our Unearthing Our Purpose with Lewis Huckstep on a recent episode, and that came through as one of my one of my things closest to my purpose. So yeah, us being able to step back, inspire, and guide people through a journey. And on the selfish side of things for us is build a group of businesses that can operate without us,
For sure.
which will create generational wealth for our family. I'd love to get to the point at 40, 45 years of age, we work because we choose to, not because we have to, and get to a point where like we could close all of these businesses tomorrow, and you'd still have wealth and assets that are earning you money that you wouldn't need to then go to the job centre.
I can safely say
that's success for me.
Yeah, safely say that I'll never do nothing. Even over Christmas, I ended up having like a month off with the honeymoon and Christmas. My identity is heavily tied to achievement.
Yeah.
Right. And my happiness is, even if that's just, I don't even know, cooking an awesome meal, right? That was going to be a big effort. That's probably a shit metaphor, but I need to feel like I've moved the needle to then go, great, you've had a good day, you've had a good week, you've had a good month. So I can never not work. You know what? I see my futures just the way I am. I end up being the president of a fucking bowls club or something. Do you know what I mean? When I'm like old, I end up like being the fucking Mickey Doyle of a bowls club, like just an absolute stalwart, just knows everyone, loves the game of bowls. You know, just for that purpose and that community piece.
Yeah.
Like, just to know, well, it's Monday. Obviously, I'm at the bowlsy. That's what I do.
Yeah, obviously, duh.
Yeah,
Smashing
Tuesday,
4X.
bowlsy. Wednesday, bowsy.
It's not 2026 anymore. I can drink as much as I want. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's funny. Like I have conversation with Britt, like, we're going to do all this. Like, we could retire at 40, 45. She just laughs. She's like, you're not going to retire, you idiot. She's like, you do this because you love it. It's a game to you.
Definitely sidetrack here. What about some of our competitors then? Who are literally like 40, 50?
What about them?
Oh, this is real. This will get taken in the real bad context here, and we can get fucking smashed. But
brilliant. This is what we said would finish us.
Why are they still doing it? Are they doing it because they haven't necessarily gone and built anything around them to be able to not do it? Or do they just fucking love recruitment and they just want to do that to the day they die because they think it's the best thing ever? Which, if so, absolutely fair enough. Or is it a choice or is it a necessity?
They didn't build a business.
Yeah.
They are self-employed. Like we made that decision. We're like, we could stay as just Harvey and Adam with an offshore remote support, earn probably 500 grand a year and have to recruit till the end. Obviously, you'd be clever with your investments, but there wouldn't be loads and loads of capital once you live a nice life to invest after that. I think they went down that route. There are only one or two people businesses, whereas what we're trying to do is build this at scale where it frees up more capital for investments. So I think you can kind of achieve in 10 years financially what they'd achieve in 30. So I think that's why they're still doing it.
I think there's a lot more entrepreneurial spirit around, right? It's a lot easier for us to get carried away because we see people go and do it. There's a lot more inspiration around. We know what we could achieve if we try and do things the right way. Whereas maybe 20 years ago, particularly recruitment, was probably a bit less unknown, maybe. I don't know.
I do think people look at us as well, mate, and look at what we take on and go, fuck that.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
When my mum stayed in November and December, and she's just like, because I love this stuff and we talk, and she's just like, hey, Matt Harv, like, not everyone's built like you and Ads. She's like, some of the stuff you talk about like gives her physical anxiety.
Fuck.
She's like, I could not deal with that level of stress or commitment or overheads on a day-to-day basis. She's like, I don't know how you sleep at night sometimes. And I was like, oh yeah, fair enough. So it's like, maybe it's they've gone that they can earn well. They can earn their 300K. Partners also earns a bit of coin. We're happy. We'll work.
Man, that's the magic, eh?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to butcher another quote here.
Oh,
What am I trying to say? I don't know. It's something like being tortured because you never know. You don't know what you want, or you're never happy with what you've got, or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
That's
when
good.
it comes to me, I'll let you know. But
Cool.
yeah, people who know what they want and are happy with what they've got, that's true happiness, right? Like I think our curse is so far we're always. Maybe when we get to this, in 12 months' time, we think we're a bit closer. Maybe we'll see the end of the rainbow and we'll go, yeah, that's the end for us. But our problem is you always just fucking go and jump on the next biggest rainbow.
That's the magic of it. Couple of other really good questions. How far do you both hit your 7-iron?
This is where I'm really, really shit, right? I don't even know which one that is.
It's the one with the number 7 on the bottom. For me, 160 meters.
Yeah, we'll put it on 165.
Oh, that's really good. It's the one with the metal end, like the.
I need to learn what clubs to use at what part of the hole. Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, oh, what are you using?
You got a long way to go.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to swing the thing first.
Yeah. I will get there.
There's some more questions.
Let's go one more and then maybe we'll do a couple at the end.
I think we're pretty much at the end, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
How did it feel when you first started going bold?
Wasn't great. Nice speaking to you.
Yeah, cheers for that one.
How did it feel, mate? Because you in denial for a bit.
I remember the day clearly. It was the 25th of. Now I noticed the receding fullbacks. The wingbacks were bombing on, and just as where the wingbacks were bombing onto, the tuft at the front was thinning out. And I thought, okay, we're in trouble. I think it was 23 at the time, maybe 22.
Oh, fucking hell. No, you weren't. There's no. Oh, when you first noticed it or when you took action?
When I first noticed it.
Yeah, okay.
And I messaged my dad. And I said, how old?
Hey, Baldy. How
I said, all right, cue ball. I said, how old were you when you started going bold? And the reply was probably about 25 crying, laughing emojis. And I assumed that meant the same age as what I was then. That was the day.
Yeah, but you hung on for a while.
I did hang on, yeah. I
did. The old barcode, didn't you?
Yeah, I did go for the barcode. Thank you. Right, 2 more questions.
Cool.
One serious one, and then one long-time listener has also sent in another question. What's the biggest change you're making personally or professionally this year? I don't think we've talked about this much.
Well, obviously, you're going sober, right? That's going to be massive, energy-wise, consistency-wise, activity-wise. Everything is going to be. I'm really excited for it. I really am. That's probably an easy one. What else?
Oh, you answer for you.
Okay, cool. Well, let's discard the sober one because I think that's
a
big shared one. So what change I'm making personally? Actually, it's a good one. And this is a non-bold and special. Every 12 weeks, taking a week off in the diary booked, even if I'm just sitting at home for the week, right? But just take that week, recover, get some energy, and then go again because you get so caught up and just going week to week, month to month. Before you know it, you're just living on empty and you're good to know them.
Part of that's getting a business up off the ground.
Yeah.
Like I do feel like weirdly we've kind of come through that now. Like we've got a business that's performing well.
Yeah.
It's got credibility. It's stable. So it'd be probably quite a nice feeling to go, I can take a week off every quarter. It'd be like a bit of growth, which would be nice. What am I doing? Woodford inspired us for this one. Obviously, with not being on the phone, the way I describe it, I spent a lot of time looking up rather than looking down. And it's incredible how much we miss by looking down all the time. Like even sitting there on a deck chair, watching Blake play and just smiling, just like being filled up with dopamine, like just from watching her have fun, just in her element. She doesn't know I'm watching. And I'm like, there's probably times where that's happening at home. She's playing in front of the TV or something. I'm just on my phone. Like you're just looking down and you miss it.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the phone box in the house, a little box. And when I get home from work, phones go in there and just switch off. Just be present with the fam.
Big game changer, mate. That plus the drinking, you'll be full zen mode.
I will be full zen. Final question.
Fuck's sake.
Long time listener.
I need to ban this guy.
Kook Lundy. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Haven't we already covered this?
No, we've answered 30 and 40. The numbers are going up.
Oh, shit, okay. So 100 horse-sized ducks?
No. That would be fucking terrifying. 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. So the last one was 40. And we did go with the 40 duck-sized horses.
Okay, yeah.
100 in volume changes the narrative.
A horse is a big man. A duck, size of that.
You're a fucking terrifying duck.
What would it quack like?
I don't know, but I think he'd be off to the duck do.
What does the duck do? Oh, that's good. Cundy, I'd still go for the 100 personally. I'm 6'2.5", so I've got a bit of height advantage over him.
Yeah, I'd go for the 100. I made a career with an absolute sledgehammer booting. No, don't take it there. That's my next career. Oh God, we've lost a prop. Naturally cooked. Yeah, I used to kick footballs 90 metres for a living. I reckon I'd line the little fuckers up and just smash them.
I just head of him. Till forward.
Oh, fucking hell.
But to wrap up, good question, Cundy, of course.
Yeah, thanks.
And they were actually really good questions, to be fair. Keep them coming. But as I said, the slogan this year is full hammer.
Yeah.
But not necessarily full hammer as in whatever you're doing, give it full hammer. If you're doing nothing, do that full hammer. If you're having a break, go full hammer in having your break. Don't be half in, half out, trying to do fucking a bit of everything. Whatever you do, absolutely full hammer.
Full hammer. A departing quote. I'm going to try not to fuck this one up.
Yeah, go on.
Similar to what you said, think about everything you're doing in life right now. Would 85-year-old you be grateful or resentful of what you're doing now?
I love it. On to the next one. And don't forget, full hammer.
Hey guys, it's Jake and Lockie from Naturally Cooked Sunscreen, and we are pumped to be sponsoring the Two Blokes One Business podcast.
We're on a mission to foster a generation of Australians who take sun safety more seriously and encourage it amongst their mates. You can find us at naturallycook.com.au or follow us at Naturally Cooked Sunscreen.